MV3 Traders Futures Trade Radio is brought to you by The Ultimate Trader's Guide, your one-stop shop for the most valuable income-producing information on the internet. Go to ultimatetradersguide.net to learn more. Link in the description below. Mic check, mic check. Alright, what's going on everybody? What's going on? A little bit of technical difficulty this morning, but we in here. I didn't miss anything, but I was just had some technical difficulties with my audio situation as soon as I started the stream. But everything else I was prepared for, so I haven't missed anything or nothing like that. Trading wise, I'm locked, I'm ready to go. It's another widespread day. Again, not gonna do a whole lot of commentary at the beginning. Gotta make sure I'm focused in on what I'm supposed to be doing, my execution. Once again, we before the open, we did peak below PR -1. And now we're testing that area again, below 609 and below that 610 area. So this is a overall inventory zone that we're kind of dropped the inventory. Got some negotiating going on in that area. Right now I'm just kind of watching it. It's based off the price action. So that was a nice drop of the inventory there. did get are kind of looking at a quick inventory, a quick supply response below 590. Still dropping that inventory, searching for cheap inventory. I got a couple other technical things going on. I updated multi-charts yesterday, and it's not giving me the messed up like the notifications type of stuff. Okay, so now we finally got some decent inventory. Set it on some inventory at 560. Running the supply. Or 560, I said that right. Another rotation point here at 590 potential, but not yet. Actually, that's no longer a rotation point based off the price action. I'll also be looking at PR -1 at 609 area. Let's see if we make it back there. That was a key level of inventory before. Wouldn't be surprised if we look to pick up some supply there. Right in that area. Off that action, I caught a quick scalp, but that didn't play out like it was supposed to. Took an initial short. I placed the order, but it didn't get filled, and then it came back and filled it. Got a little tiny scalp out of it. But we are lifting that supply, so we are getting a supply response now off of PR -1. That was following some quick, cheaper inventory. Breaking that balance. Gotta get It's a nice man. I had to run to the door real quick. Somebody came knocking at the door. A nice little inventory run here. Took us all the way back to 570. Starting to see some interesting volatility pick up. We got these volatility spikes going on. Just lifted supply to 580. Actually returned supply back to 580. Inventory sitting around 552. Nice little wide shop here. Also got our A1 sitting at supply. Crazy thing is I just now realized that I did not turn sim off for that technical issue I had. Just now realized I had sim on. Right, so now I know I'm completely locked in. I took a couple of losers, so I'm not completely mad about that. So one of the rare times where technical difficulty works out in my favor. That was only for like 2 accounts. The interesting thing is I did prepare a lot this morning, but just sometimes you can't avoid all all issues from happening. I got up much earlier today than I usually do. Made sure I went through my checklist and everything was good. Just who knew my audio situation wouldn't work out when I had already set that up like well before starting the stream. Technology, you know. So we dipped the inventory, brought us right back into the shop. Took us back to that supply of 570. Starting to see another quick supply response. We're holding here. So far the theme has been one way. We'll see if we continue that. Having given us some wide swings. That did put us above A1, so we'll have to fight through A1 if it looks like it is being used. If we want to keep seeing cheaper prices, if we want to continue on this inventory hunt, I'll go back to inventory. Stalling at the top of A1. I could possibly be picking up inventory there. Got about 8-ish minutes before B period. be looking at 600 for a potential rotation. I was lifted to 590-ish. So that previous shot that we were conducting a little bit of business in, we're kind of coming back inside of that towards the highs of that previous supply zone. Dipping our toe back below that previous supply zone. See if this turns into a slingshot, which looks like it is. Doesn't have to follow out that way. Follow through, play out that way. I mix two words, play through and whatever. Let me focus. Interesting, like on a micro scale, it was an interesting wick there. A lot of supply action between 584 and 590. Bringing that inventory back to automation. That automation, the A1 zone has closed up. Still seeing, I don't know if it's just my computer or it's the actual price action. Seeing these volatility spikes. And at this point, it's kind of time for my B period break. B force break. We're back inside of A1. Got an interesting supply response there, but we are that 552 zone is serving as some pretty strong inventory. from my lens, it hasn't been the the easiest thing to trade this morning. They've been whipping price all around. Excuse me. And I kind of expected this with that wide spread that we had at the session open. It kind of already showed their hand by how they started today's session last night. There's a lot of volatility at the open. So on these widespread days, like one of my main accounts, I still have that in sim because I know these days can be a little crazy. So it's not the easiest days to trade typically. It's not always the case. Sometimes you get decent price action when the spread is huge, when they start the actual trading session with a lot of volatility. But most of the times, well, I ain't even gonna say most of the time, but other times you don't, right? So just so I don't get too caught up into that whole game, I usually like to lighten my load, and the most important accounts, I try to protect them as much as possible. Because there will be another trading day. That's the one main thing that's like maintaining awareness to that, and save you a lot of money and a lot of frustration and all that stuff. Understanding that you don't have to make all your money today. I say it all the time, the market will be open again tomorrow, and if it's not open when it's supposed to be open, then none of this even matters anymore, because this whole system that's motivating us to participate in this environment, it relies on these markets. From the money itself to the businesses to the economy as a whole. If this goes away, if the ability to invest and to trade goes away, that's going to affect the whole system. So you don't have to worry about getting it all in one day. If one day is you come in and you're just struggling with that day, follow your rules, your risk management, have rules in place and follow those rules that'll show you help you identify when that day just may not be a day, and then understanding that tomorrow the market's going to be open again, Monday through Friday, with the exception of holidays. And just come back the next day. Your day will come. So just keep that in mind on these difficult days. Now look at the sentiment across the board. It's a lot of frustration, when people how they judge the last couple of months. But there have been good days to trade. Like, there are some really good tradable days from multiple lens. So there's always opportunities on the board, even though you go and you look at Twitter and all these other spaces, and you see a lot of people complaining about the volatility, or it's not being a good environment to get good trades, and blah blah blah, all that stuff, right? When you hold the frequency, you can see that there, and I've seen it from different perspectives with different trading techniques. There are opportunities. I guess it depends on what you're looking at and the thought process that you have behind, or the thought process that you carry into what you're looking at. So anyway, we are in B period, and I'm green to trade again. My last little significant supply point was at 580. Once again, looking at that 600 as a rotation. Got a little bit of follow through at 600, but we are starting to see a supply response. Again, somewhat front running that previous overnight inventory point off of, or that was pre-market really, off of PR -1. And see if we can go back inside that neutral zone. We did have a look below and fail as we zoom out in that 560 area. Got some automation here that we're kind of being mechanical to. See if this has the potential to take us back inside the neutral zone. Back above PR -1. There we go. We're at PR -1. Seeing the supply response. I'm seeing that some increased participation, like at 605-ish. Picked up, there was that inventory off of 592. Got a little quick inventory response at 600. Maintaining that inventory off of 600. Nice and mechanical now. We have some automation to fight through. We got VWAP coming up at 624. Some automation right here at 615. And of course those, pretty sure there's some support, like some resistance areas up here as well. I'm not gonna go back to look at it. Don't want to overanalyze. Came back to that 600 inventory. We're looking to see if we drop the inventory here, or do we get another inventory response? Do we maintain that A period theme, or are we going to kind of calm down now? The A period was pretty much Trap City. They are playing the stop still. From a micro scale. Right now, this would be a stop. Playing some of those stops. As we set supply right there at 610. I took my last trade for the day. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Come back the next day. So we set that supply at 610 as a zone, right? Took price above that, made it appear as a breakout. We actually, you know, depending on what time frame you're looking at, we could have had a breakout before that, and now we're back inside of that range. Or we took it back to where we found some buyers before, and of course those buyers were gonna have some stops below that buying area, or that support, or what I'm calling the inventory zone. And then now what I'm looking at is they're, you know, using those stops as liquidity. And that was from a bullish perspective, but of course that can happen in both directions. Back below 580, spiking towards 570. There's a quick inventory pickup at 570. And I think this is a good point to go ahead and close up the shop for me today. I got a meeting that I gotta get to in a couple of minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Hope you're not struggling as much as I did today with technical stuff and just trading in general. And I'll see you on the next one. Trade it easy.